If you have goals that do matter to you, you need to continue to show up. Are you the sole breadwinner for your family? Are you wanting to make sure your children have the education that you want to give them? If you want it and you surround yourself by great people, when you meet those people, don't let them go. Welcome to a new episode of The Closing Table. Today, we're going to talk about something that I love to share to encourage people is, it feels so awkward, but it's just talking about my journey, talking about our journey here, specifically at Fairway for the last 10 years. So 10 years ago, we came into the market. Fairway was ranked number 69 in the marketplace in the Phoenix, Maricopa County area. And myself living in Phoenix my whole life and being in the mortgage industry at that time for well over, 15 years, I hadn't even heard of Fairway. We made a move immediately when we landed here. I knew this was home. I knew this place was the new mortgage home, but we had some work to do. Myself out in business development, out on the street, year one, nobody had heard of us. Every single time I kept hearing, who's Fairway again? Where are you guys located? Etc. Year two, people started to hear, oh, I've heard a little bit of you. Oh, I think I've heard of you. By year three, when I was out at open houses, broker open, CE classes, networking events, being on boards, being in chapter, real estate chapters, etc., I know exactly who Fairway is. That was an incredible thing. And not just in 36 months did we go from number 69 to the number one purchase lender in Maricopa County. People had heard of us. And I will back up and share that Maricopa County is a very cutthroat market. You have to be on your game every single day, being super consistent, staying really relevant, and thinking very forward in order to gain traction. And in the mortgage space, going from 69th place in the mortgage market to number one is a huge feat. So proud. It took numerous teammates getting there. But what an accomplishment. One of the things that part of our journey and our story was I knew in order to market and in order to get out, I was going to have to be everywhere. And this is over 10 years ago. And when I'm talking everywhere, not just in person, but how are we going to get a name out? How are we going to get a brand out? And how are we going to actually do that on a budget? How are we going to do that for free? I realized then, oh my gosh, 10 years ago, had to take to social, had to take to my personal page and just start sharing our journey, telling our story. We weren't selling, but we were showing who we were. By the coffee cup being there at 6:30 in the morning sometimes, it showed that we were in the office early. By wrapping an event at 9:00 at night showed that we were working late. And that doesn't mean that hustle culture has to happen every single day. But what that does mean, if you have goals that do matter to you, you need to continue to show up every day. And what better way to reach so many people, and by the way, for free, than to show up on social and be authentic and transparent. And I've heard numerous people use this analogy. I don't know who to give credit to it for, but if you think about it, if you're a real estate agent, you're going to go door knock, which fantastic old school way of getting more business and creating new friendships and clients and partnerships. But if you could look at a social strategy and how many people you can door knock every single day by taking to a strategic social strategy, proof over promise. And there's proof in the numbers of us going from number 69 to number one. And that was because we took to a really strong social strategy 10 years ago when it wasn't really even talked about that much. So what I want to share is that two things. One, if you believe in what you do, you can make it count without a doubt. You just need to continue to show up every single day and stay really consistent. Two, do not underestimate the power of social. Do not get lost in, it's annoying. Everybody's doing it. I don't like what I see. My aunt and uncle said this. They posted their food. There's this political view. There's this, there's that. But you got to stay laser focused on your goals, my friends, because that is what's going to move the needle. Because I guarantee you, you woke up this morning and you're going to work and you're getting after what you're doing for more reasons than one of just that you love what you do. You're getting after it because you have to in some capacity. Is it your family? Are you driving? Like, are you the sole breadwinner for your family? Are you wanting to get into your next home? Are you wanting to make sure your children have the education that you want to give them? Are you helping family members out? Are people relying on you? Whatever it is of the reason that you're getting up every single day doing it, do not sell short on the power of social, of what it can do for your business. You're tuning in right now to this podcast, the Closing Table podcast, for tidbits, for nuggets. And what I'm going to tell you with this story of 10 years in the making is consistency, and it is showing up, and it is that you too, if you want it and you surround yourself by great people who continue to support and have shared mindset. Like, when you meet those people, don't let them go. Continue to grow together, no matter how hard at different times you might be on different pages. But there is something to be said about the company you keep. And I have been so gratefully blessed to have kept the most incredible company here at Fairway. It starts at the top and it just bleeds down from our CEO, Steve Jacobson, all the way through our executive leadership team, Julie Fry, Trista, you name it. Everybody is just a very sharing, collaborative community. And with so much encouragement and just surrounding yourself with the right people, it is unreal when I look back 10 years ago of what we're doing that I'm able to now share and say, proof over promise. Let me help you get to the table to create more relationships, to close more deals, to close more transactions, and to be able to share what's really going to help you guys move the needle. I hope sharing a little bit of my background gave you some insight. Extremely proud of all that we have accomplished. And now with an opportunity to help the entire Fairway Nation, I'm just super humbled. We were the #1 branch in 2024, the #1 area, and that was about several years running. And in this cutthroat market, when you're closing $2.7 billion in area volume production and you're closing just under $1 billion in branch production, it is hard to do. But with everything that I just said, surrounding yourself with the right people, staying consistent, strong mindset, blocking out the noise, thick skin. We'll talk about that on another episode of the Closing Table podcast. And I know exactly who we're going to bring on to discuss that. But I just wanted to share that when I'm talking about these things, I have put in the work. And I know so many of you guys have too. And I want to continue to just share more of like what's going to continue to make us better. And if you're just getting started in this industry, oh my gosh, let's connect. I want to help you. So if you enjoyed listening to this podcast, make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you join us on the next episode. Can't wait to talk to you then. Aloha.